Hey everybody, welcome back. This is DJ, aka Five Guitars Guy. So I missed I Love Rock and Roll last month. Now to get back into it. So let's get started. Okay, so uh, can't say too much change because there's not really much to change at this point. I've pretty much got the notes down in my head. I just have to keep practicing them over and over again until I don't mess up. There are a few parts where that comes up. I'll get in that in a moment. But right now, the main thing is just making sure I handle two finer points. First one is timing. Usually, before I upload these videos where I actually play like a cover or something like I'm sure a lot of you do, I get the actual song on and then play my playing along with it. There are some points where it seems like I'm speeding up or slowing down, even if I play the notes correctly. So I got to work on timing with that. Uh, well, I'll show you how that goes a little later. But so yeah, that's the main thing. The other thing to work on is making sure I um, properly mute the notes because there are a few points, especially in the intro, where where a few of the notes are ringing out when they're not supposed to. It's supposed to be like this. Yeah, so there are a few points where I end up letting one of the notes down here ring, which I shouldn't even be hitting anyway. But yeah, that's about where that one's going. So once again, just so you can hear it, here's the intro. That's the intro. So for the verse, here's how that sounds. So yeah, that on the verse, basically, that's where my issue with the notes coming up is because, like I said, the first one is just two of these, which I also have to clean that up a bit. But then the second one goes, and then the third one. So yeah, here that notes, the notes get kind of muddy sometimes on that one, but also it's making sure I come back off of. So the fact that it's still a little sloppy for me, make sure I keep it in time, means I end up kind of overclocking on my way back here, or especially when I'm just coming right here for. So I got to make sure I clean that up to the point where I don't feel like I have to rush to catch up to it and then hurry up and get back to the beginning parts. So just a matter of making sure I get that bend good, which is also going to come up in the rhythm section, as you've seen. But yeah, that's about where that is. So pretty close. Just gotta, like I said, work on those finer points. But yeah, that's it for the rhythm section. Now, lead section. So on the lead section, pretty much on the same track as the rhythm section. So the lead, I pretty much got the other points. Just got to make sure I don't let notes ring out. Yeah, so just make sure those are clean. Everything is punctuated, which I guess would be the right word for it. And then yeah, just like in the rhythm section, which I just realized the 2 points. bends. Apparently, that's the thing I really got to work on, because instead of it's now that one alone still doesn't sound quite right, but I realized, yeah, I got to work on my bends, and not just bends in general, but making sure I bend in time. Because for the fact of it, I'm not up to the point where I've trained it enough to where I can reliably bend and make it sound right, and then come back to what I'm doing. So a lot of times I end up either being too slow to catch on or being worried that I'm too slow to catch on. So I shoot through it and I'm rushing, and then I just miss it anyway. So that's the part to work on for the lead section and, yeah, rhythm section. So here's what the intro sounds like. And then here's what the verse sounds like. So yeah, that's about it. And one other thing I actually remember having to constantly deal with in the section is making sure that these two chords don't get subbed for each other by mistake. Because there have been a few times where I end up a little higher. So we're supposed to be playing this part. I mess up and do. So yeah, got to keep it clean on those ones. But yeah, I'd say once I make sure I hammer that out, lead section's done too. So next, a little note on the solo. So on the solo section, yeah, that one's running really slow. I mean, I know this the stuff that goes into a solo uh, takes way longer than the other stuff. Which, yeah, I always when I first started getting into guitar a decade ago, I was always imagining myself as the lead playing the crazy solos. But I'm like, oh yeah, that's kind of hard for me because I spent so much time doing the rhythm thing. So yeah, I guess right for now I'm more of a rhythm player than a lead player, and I'll work on that. But I figured because that's going to take so long, I'll just cut that part for now and proceed with these projects as rhythm and lead section, unless the solo is like ridiculously easy. And then what I'll do is I'll come back and give the solo its own thing once I complete it. Like I'll do one of the shorts to tack it on just for fun. But I figure just so I can not make these things take an entire year, I'll leave that part out from here on. So still working on the solo, but I'm gonna give it its own short video in due time. But yeah, that's about it for everything I got to work on for I Love Rock and Roll this month. So the main things that I deal with are timing and bends. So I'll keep hammering those home until I get that done, and then I'll finally be able to finish up by playing my cover of this. At the rate things are going, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the second one that I end up finishing before I move on to something new. But anyways, that's it for this week's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment. I really want to get to the point where I'm good enough that I generate comments. I mean, I've gotten a few that I say, good job on one cover or another, and even a few on these progress videos. I want to get to the point where I'm generating a dialogue. So I figure once I dig through all the "you sucks," I can get to people who actually have some tips that I can use. Maybe even refer me to another site other than Ultimate Guitar that you would use to look up your tabs. Because I figure, hey, there's multiple sources, and the whole point of this YouTube video, along with me getting better, is to get better, find other sources, establish a dialogue with other people. So feel free to comment, and likes are also good. All that generic YouTuber junk. But anyway, this is it. This is DJ AK5 Guitars Guy. See ya.